What's good, people? Sam O'Reilly from Fight Talk. Delighted to be joined today. Boy Jones Jr. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, thanks, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all good. How's everything been? I know you've been training a lot. You were over in Spain. Tell me a little bit about that.
That last fight I had, he gave me and my trainer showed us what we need to work on, and we've been changing it a lot up in the gym and that. We've been getting stronger in that, and believe it or not, I'm getting muscles now. So we've been training hard, and he's absolutely killed me. Like, things we've been doing now, it's making it all. Or not saying it wasn't fun, not saying it was like, but it's getting more exciting because you never know what he's going to do with us, and it's just wicked. But we've been changing it up. Spain was absolutely brutal. It's still brutal now training, but it's good, all good.
How long after the fight did you watch it back straight away, or did you need a couple of days before sort of having a watch of it?
Well, Dom just said to me, watch the first 6 rounds, because there's no point taking negatives from it. What's done is done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I ain't even watched the whole fight. Everyone's telling me it was the fight of the year already, like a contender. So that's all I need to know. It wasn't all one-sided at all, and all we know is that we've got to work on. I gassed out. To be honest, it was a boy against a man. It's all a learning curve. So I'm pleased with the outcome, and I'm not saying it's a blessing in disguise. That's what I've been telling everyone. Everyone's saying, like, oh, you'll be back and all stronger and that. And I will be back stronger, and I'll be back 10 times stronger. But it was a learning curve, and it's good that it happened at this time of my career, not later on, if you know what I mean. So it's all about I didn't lose, I learned, as I say again, but it's just got to take all the positives out of it, and that's what we did. We know I'm not just a little bit of a hype or anything. I am a prospect, and we just got to work.
Definitely, like, obviously, there's not many times in boxing a guy can lose a fight but come out with more praise than he may have done if he won. And I believe...
Yeah, my manager said that, and to be honest, it was incredible, like, the messages. And to be honest, I did go like a baby at the start. Like, I didn't want to talk to anyone or anything. But the amount of people, like, all boxing, like, people that I used to look up, well, I still look up to now, messaging me and that, and it was wicked. I had Enzo McNally kept messaging me every day and that, and it was mad. Honestly, it was incredible.
Yeah, like, you learned so much, and you showed the heart in there at the end of the day, Ben. And that's sometimes you don't know if, or as an outsider, you may know yourself and your team know, but as an outsider watching you on telly when you're sort of looking good and knocking people over and things are going good for you, you don't know if you've got the heart. You know what I mean? And you proved that night.
Yeah.
No matter what happened, you were tough enough.
Yeah, hopefully I showed everyone that I'm an exciting fighter anyway. And to be honest, that was to be honest, even though it didn't look like I enjoyed it, that was a wicked fight, and I enjoyed it. And it's all fun. It's still fun now.
Yeah. So, well, you're only 20 years old. Like, it's hard to. You have to remember that, because that's the truth. You're very, very young. Southern Area champ. What were you, 19 when you won the Southern Area title?
Yeah, I was 19, just before my 20th birthday.
So you got to do a lot of learning as it is, and I think you're right. You may have got the loss and the lessons in at an early stage before you're moving up the levels, and it's got to be a good thing for you. I really believe that.
What everyone's got to remember, and listen, I'm not making an excuse, far from making an excuse, but I didn't have no amateurs. So what everyone did in the amateurs and when they were kids, I'm a late starter in it all. So I'm doing my learning now. So everything I do, I take from it, and every fight we've been getting better and better. So it's who posted it? It's a marathon, not a sprint. I don't know who's saying that is, but it's a very true saying. So
it works.
You just got to take your time. So you're just taking our time.
Does the plan change, Ben? Like, obviously you were Southern Area champ, and you know, traditionally guys like to go Southern Area, English, British, etc. But it depends on the rate. No, you know, people are sometimes ready to go straight for British, etc. Has your plans and have you guys sat down and worked out, you know, a time frame, or is it literally get back to winning ways, work on what went wrong, and then see where it takes you in the next year or two?
Yeah, it's just, to be honest, it's exactly that. We're going to go back to 6-rounders, just go back to learning. I know I keep saying it, but we're just going to go back to learning, and we'll see what happens. If you know what I mean. Like, we've got a plan. We've got a rough idea where we want to be in the space when I'm 21 or 22. We know where we want to be, but it's just taking our time.
Definitely, there's no rush, especially at your age. No amateurs. Just keep learning.
The southern area. The reason why I fought for the southern area is sort of like a sort of present, because I've done so well, and everyone's saying, "Oh, where are you going to fight for titles? When are you going to do this and that?" So I thought, we might as well step it up. And then we got offered the Craig fight. And listen, Craig ain't no mug, is he? He's the bollocks. He is not just blowing his finger. So we knew it was going to be an hard fight from the start. So we took it, and we fell short, but we didn't fall short. We learned as I say. Definitely.
What's the thinking? You've got you're booked down for 2 fights now. You're fighting on the 20th, the Copper Box show, which it looks like a quality show, man. It really does.
That's a big show, and like it sells itself with not just saying like Mayweather being in there and Liam Walsh fight. So that's a massive deal anyway.
Yeah. So you're part of that. Just while we're on that show, Gervonta Davis obviously is the champ, and he's a very young champ himself, 22 years old. How do you see that fight going?
I've only seen that Gervonta Davis once when he won the world title. So
against Pedraza.
Yeah, Pedraza, and that was a big knockout and all that one. But listen, Liam Walsh, you've got to be on Liam Walsh's side, because listen, you can't be against him. He's English, so I'm not being rude there, but I so want Walsh to do it, and I just think it's going to be a really good fight. Like, I think they're underestimating Walsh a little bit. I think it's going to be a walk in the park, I think, but I'm really excited for it. I hope I'm fighting before it so I can watch it. I'm really excited for that. And to be honest, Liam Walsh has got an awkward style. He's really awkward. You see him in that. So I think that's going to play a big part in his game.
It's there's a lot of lads on that as well. A lot of prospects like yourself. You know, Lucian Reed.
I'm really looking forward to Anthony. Anthony Yardy's fighting for his southern area on that, isn't he?
Yeah, he's challenging Chris Hobbs for the southern area.
I'm really looking forward to that fight. I'm looking at Anthony Yardy. I think he's the bollocks. So I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm actually with him Monday or Tuesday at the Peacock next week. Chris Hobbs is a really nice guy, and Anthony Yard is one of the biggest prospects in British boxing. It's a great fight, man. It's a really good one.
No, I'm really excited for that one.
How does it feel now? You're going to be. I mean, this will be. Am I right in saying this is your first time on? Well, of course it is. Since the BT and Box Nation sort of, you know, the crossover, the link, and all that. Is this the first time on a BT Sport card, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does there anything different? Does that add any sort of pressure that your fight may be seen by more eyes, or is it doesn't really affect you?
Would I say sound really arrogant if I said it doesn't really bother me?
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
I've got to do a job, so I just want to get the job over and done with. If there's more people get to see it, more people get to see it. It's obviously it builds up my resume, and like I'd rather fight in front of 90,000 than 9 people. If you know what I mean. So yeah, it is exciting, but it doesn't really bother me. If you think about all that stuff, it sort of gets in the way of the fight.
Yeah. I actually spoke to Lerone Richards a couple of weeks ago. He's obviously on the card as well, another really good prospect. What we mentioned was it's a good thing, like, you know, you're carrying on your own fight and stuff, but with more eyes on it, it can help sponsorship opportunities and more people know about you.
No, it's a big... Listen, I'm going to chuck my sponsors. It's the sponsors in there. Like, obviously, I like to thank all my sponsors, 12 by 75 Pro Money age group from Ringside Boxing for always like, it's a big thing for them to be on the BT Sports, and it's a big publicity for them. So that's another thing where it plays a big part in it.
Yeah, it is definitely better. Like, I think it can only be good for British boxing as well. You had that mega event last week, the Joshua Klitschko.
To be honest, I was well shocked over that. To be honest, I thought it was going to be a boring fight. It was wicked.
That was a great fight.
I was in my seat and I was like, come on. That was a brilliant fight.
It was, and hopefully it brings in more eyes as well, like to the whole British boxing scene.
Yeah, listen, that fight just done everything it could have for British boxing. Like, you're going to have more people getting into it and stuff. I think that was brilliant. That was brilliant. I'm more looking forward to Canelo and Chavez does.
This Saturday, yeah? How'd you see that one playing out?
I know everyone's going for him, but Canelo, he's just phenomenal. He's absolutely phenomenal. I just think Chavez, it's a bit too late for him now. He's come down from light heavyweight, isn't he? He went up to
huge, mate.
Middleweight,
he is
super
huge.
middleweight. Yeah, so I just think that's going to play a big part in Canelo's way, because I think he's going to be drained. He's going to be absolutely drained.
Should be a great fight. I just hope it's another Mayweather-Pacquiao situation for me, where I just hope the politics of boxing don't get in the way of Canelo and Golovkin, because that's the fight I want to see, man. That's the real marquee fight in that division for me.
Yeah, I'll go. That's the biggest fight out there. I don't think there's no other than obviously I'd say Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. That's the only biggest fight out there. Then the Canelo GG. But yeah, I'd love to see that one. And I'd say Canelo wins that one as well, because the way GGG struggled with Jacobs.
Yeah.
I think Jacobs just gave the blueprint to Canelo to beat Jacobs.
If the fight
to beat GGG.
Yeah. If the fight ever comes off, we'll have you on. We'll do a discussion piece about it, and you can fight Canelo's corner.
Mate, I'll even have a bet on it.
It'd be good. Let's hope it gets made.
Don't tell me mum on that one. She'll go mad at me if I.
Before we finish off, let's just talk about. I touched on it. You're fighting again, the Brentwood Centre a couple of weeks later after the Copper Box show.
That's a bill with Bradley Skeet, Lee Markham, and that. So listen, I just want to be busy, get the rounds in, and just keep learning, mate. So that's a brilliant fight again. Markham versus Mullender again. Did you see the first one? Yeah,
I did. Yeah, it is a war, mate. It should be a great fight, and obviously Bradley Skeet, he's silky, man. I enjoy watching Bradley Skeet a lot.
I think he gets a lot. I think he's so underrated, Bradley Skeet. I think he's wicked.
Yeah, he is.
Honestly,
all the boys.
Boxing's about getting hit and not getting hit, and he just makes you look so easy. He really does.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't be long until he's moving up the levels.
Yeah, I think is this his last defence, and then
he's out, right? Yeah, I believe so.
Hang on, I don't know.
Or two? No, he's had two, isn't he? No, he won it and then had one. So yeah, I think he needs one more after this one.
Oh, okay, all right. And that's a dream come true there already. Like, if you win that belt, that's such a beautiful belt. And other than all the world titles, that is the best belt out there. I love that one. That's
got to be in most boxers' mindset going up. I know everyone wants to be a world champ, but you'd imagine most people want to win that British title, don't you?
Oh, mate, I'm not like, if I sound really disrespectful to anyone out there, but you've got to remember there's 4 world champions, but there's only 1 British champion. You know what I mean?
100%. No, 100%, man. And obviously the level might not be as high, but there's 1 British champ. You're right. You hit the nail on the head there, mate.
There's there, and it's so hard to win. Like, honestly, it's. But mate, I'm really like old school. I like the I think the Southern area is still a big belt, and the English. So I'm really I'm not saying I don't like them Intercontinental. Look, like, more belts in the boxing world is good because it gives people more things to aim for and stuff.
Mm.
But I like the old school route, the Southern area English, British, obviously European, then world. I think that's if you get all them, you're the bollocks.
You're loving life.
yeah, you're loving life.
Yeah, mate. Well, listen, Ben, I've taken up enough of your time, mate. Pleasure talking to you. I wish you the best, mate. Honestly, like I said, the praise you got from the last fight in defeat, you've learned so many lessons, I'm sure, and we're going to see them in the ring on the 20th of May. And then, what is it, the 2nd of June? The Brentwood?
Yeah, 2nd of June. If you want a ticket, let me know.
Yeah, get in. Where can people get hold of you? What's all your socials?
Just follow me at Boy Jones Jr. I'm literally Boy Jones Jr. on everything, and or just email me at boyjonesjr@gmail.com.
Brilliant. Everyone, get your tickets, get involved. Ben, thank you very much for talking to Fight Talk.
Oh, you're a legend. I appreciate it, boys, and I love what you're doing.
Love that. Thanks a lot, mate. Speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon, mate. Cheers, mate.
Bye, mate.